Hello guys and welcome here to the Jello Cup Series race number 7 here today from the Talladega Superspeedway. Today we present to you the Geico 500. I'm Brian James here in the booth with you today. Starting from the pole will be Casey Naneko in the number 78, and to his outside will be the number 8 of Lenny Florentine, a winner already this season. Of course, this season's still very young. We noted that Casey Naneko is on the pole, an upset pole winner. One thing to keep in mind, though, is that he is a go-or-go-homer. That's why I say it's an upset. So with that, let's take a look at your knockout qualifying results. Tyler Rattray, Casey Naneko, Mitzi Kasumi rather, I'm sorry. Tim Horton, Zach Fitzwater, Maximus King, and Sebastian Bennett all advanced to the race. Nikolai Sykes, Dylan Ibrahimian, Meadows, Keith Stevens, and Roberto Crown Jr. all unfortunately not able to make it today. Hopefully soon those guys will have their chance. And of course, you notice that the 96 had to race his way in. He fell outside of the top 33 after the last race. Giorgio Stumu got in, and that's how Stumu was locked in for this race. Again, we are now going on this season's top 33 to determine who makes the field going forward. Yesterday's Lift National race was a crazy race, of course. A lot of wrecks, quite a few big ones. We had a LePage in the field. Could we see a bit of the same today? Or will today be the calm day here at Talladega? We're going to find out here in just a moment. Let's roll the intro, and we'll be back with your starting lineup here on GCN in just a moment. GCN presentation starts right now. Welcome back. They make their way through turn 3 and 4. Starting lineup, it'll be on the left-hand side of your screen. Of course, as we get going, keep in mind, again, even if you start at the back, you still got a chance to win this thing. We've seen people come from last to first at these tracks, so don't get discouraged if you see yourself at the back. As mentioned, yesterday was a wreck fest in a way. We'll see if today things change. Of course, the pace car will peel off, and it's going to be Casey Naneko in the 78, Lenny Florentine in the 8. They're going to lead us down the front straightaway and back to the green flag. Race number 7 at Talladega is underway. Mitzi Kasumi got her teammate up front, but then now she is looking for that second spot, and she's going to get it that lap. Although Casey Naneko will lead the opening lap. Now Mitzi Kasumi to the race lead. Keep in mind the 4, the 52, and others outside of this top 33. Any point helps. You see Zach Fitzwater battling for the lead with Max Anderson. Actually, now it's for second. But Zach Fitzwater's stuck in the middle. That's not going to help him, as Max Anderson will go to the race lead. And right behind him, a former winner here at Talladega. That is Ben Crouch in the 16. And he is absolutely a guy to keep an eye on. I believe he won this race 2 seasons ago. Of course, he did not run last season here. But Fitzwater won this race last season. In surprising fashion, he beat out Mitchell Collins by a fender to win that race. Of course, this race just slightly longer. Usually we go 29 laps here. We've added 9 laps. So it is a 38 lap race here today. Here comes the 21 of Skylar Martins to the line. 21 leads the lap. Now Maximus King is back there in second. Oh, they wrecked behind. Caution is out, I think, and Maureen Tayami is involved. So is Nicholas Jawit, Brandon Harris, Tyler Rattray, Dan Hummel, Diego Yepes, all slowed up by that. I don't see the pace lights on, so I believe we avoid a caution. I don't know how. It is caution free after that. There's going to be some upset guys after that one, as Austin Shaw will go to the race lead. And keep in mind, Austin Shaw is yesterday's Lyft National Series winner here at Talladega. He is looking for the weekend sweep. We'll see if he can do it. Alexander Rowe, though, right behind him, a former champ of the series. And Tim Horton, his teammate, also back there. Here goes Alexander Rowe, looking for the lead. And Alexander Rowe has the lead for the time being. And Alexander Rowe has not won in a few seasons, so he is looking for that win to change his misfortune. Oh, the 23 and the 3 door-to-door. Now the 23 trying to cut back in line. He safely does so. That is Dick Clark. And Dick Clark blew up yesterday, or had some sort of mechanical issue. He was in the running late, but unfortunately the mechanical issue took him out. And the 2 Toyotas battling for the lead. Here goes the 23. And Dick Clark will take the race lead, and Bafode Sacco is closing. But now Simon Davis is to that inside. Dick Clark will lead the lap. Now Simon Davis to the race lead with help from Daniel Bouchard. And it's a whole line of Chevys on that inside lane working together. Keep in mind the manufacturer alliances here. Some guys might have been told, hey, help out your fellow Chevy, or help out your fellow Toyota, or help out your fellow Ford. As now the 53 of Sebastian Bennett goes to the race lead. He's a name we haven't spoken much of the last few races. Of course, he really hasn't made many races this season. But he would love to get an upset win here today, as the 47 Tim Randolph will lead that lap. But here comes the outside pole sitter Lenny Florentine, and now he will take the race lead away. Of course, he's already a winner this season. He won back at Homestead, I believe. So he is looking to add his second win of the season, which would just about solidify him into the playoffs, assuming he stays in the top 30. Casey Horton to the race lead now. We got 30 laps of racing to go. Of course, we had an early wreck. Let's see if it did take out any cars. It put Maureen Tayami 2 laps down. Basically takes her out of the race. The 41 Nicholas Jaweet is slow, so they might be approaching him soon. And of course, again, the surprising part of all of that is that we stayed caution-free. As Tyler Faden goes to the race lead. Here comes Carter Joey, another winner this season. And Zach Fitzwater is also back there. His teammate is now the line of Fords with the Chevy in the middle of them. Go to the front. Here comes Giorgio Stumu. This is the guy that Fitzwater is battling to get into the top 33 against. And they move up to help the 10. That is not a smart choice. Here comes another former Talladega winner. That is Charles Sanford. See, the one gets shuffled high. He is way out of the racing groove. An issue for the one of Tyler Faden. Oh man, they're getting Nancy back there and the 07's around. Tim Horton. This one should bring out a caution. How did that not bring out a caution? We are still caution free. I assure you the cautions are on, folks. I don't know what to say here. Lap traffic moment presented by Fitzwater's Angriness here. That is the 00 of Maureen Tayami. I got no words for this. I don't know how we have stayed caution-free to this point as Max Anderson continues to lead. Dylan Young now in second. That is Nate Rattray in third. And Mitzi Kasumi in fourth. And look at these guys just trying to stay in it. Re-wide back here. Dylan Young running, battling for the race lead. Of course, Dylan Young would love to make the playoffs and not be a first round exit. As we got another lap traffic moment. presented by Fitzwater's Angriness, and it's going to hold up both leaders. And this is going to bring most of the pack back together after that Tim Horton spin. Of course, you got a long ways to go before you hit that second pack. Trevor Collins looking for the lead. Back behind is Giorgio Stumu now. Keep in mind, one of the guys who's fringe top 33 right now. And this pack needs to get organized in soon, because dead ahead is that number 1 of Tyler Faden, and he's got damage. Lap traffic moment again. See, he'll move high. Up ahead as well is that 48 of Austin Shaw. And something to keep in mind, Austin Shaw is running relatively quick for a car that's that far back. So this is a lapped car that could have an impact on the race for the win. As you see, the top 5 have broken away. So don't rule out that this 48 could have a say in who wins this race, especially if he runs up front. Here we go. They're going to catch him. Put up Zach Fitzwater's face. It's another lap traffic moment. And look at this. Some of that second pack has caught people who broke away in the first pack. So now these guys are going to want to get single file, because if they can run single file laps, they can hit probably 196, 197 and get away from these leaders behind them. See there, as mentioned, Austin Shaw has the speed to run with these leaders. And again, he could really have a huge say in who wins this race if he really wants to. I think it's too late. That second pack might have just caught their draft. Coming to 20 to go this time. Again, look at these leaders. They're single file. They can run 197, 196. It's what they probably needed to do about a lap and a half ago. Because if these guys behind can figure it out, these two leading this pack and behind them can figure it out, they can close very quick. And you see right there, they're going to scatter and battle for position. 3 wide for the lead, and the 48's going to help the Chevy on the bottom lane. Nate Rattray, your most recent winner, going to go to the front, most likely. And right there, they're single file behind, so these leaders are going to catch them. And Alexander Rowe sitting back there thinking, hey, we're back. Did you miss us? Mitzi Kasumi leading, but here goes the 24. Nate Rattray just trying to get a good run to that inside. Door to door, battling. See a little side draft, and I think the 24 is going to lead this lap once again. Now here goes the 03 of Charles Sanford. And Charles Sanford to the race lead. But here comes Spencer Mills now. Up ahead is Tim Horton. He's a tad off the pace, but I think he might just be able to keep up with the race leaders if he catches their draft. So another car that could be in this lead pack that could have a say in the winner today. Here we go. Put up Zach Fitzwater's face. It's another lap traffic moment presented by Fitzwater's Angriness. As the 03 of Charles Sanford goes to the race lead. Maybe I stand corrected. I just don't think he has the speed. He's definitely got a little bit of damage. Boy, is that not stopping him from trying. Sanford leads. Keep in mind, they've got no drafting help behind them. As Max Anderson goes to the race lead. But again, no help from behind, and that makes things just a little more difficult. Now here comes the help from behind. We got bigger problems up ahead. A pack of two cars. Tyler Faden once again and Zach Fitzwater in the 4. Fitzwater is battling to stay on the lead lap. Put up Fitzwater's face. It's another lap traffic moment. Oh, Fitzwater's got damage, probably from that Tim Horton wreck. Boy, is he battling hard, trying to stay on the lead lap. He's not going to be able to do so. Max Anderson to the lead. Look at this behind. The pack is getting organized once again. So somehow, in a way, this lap traffic might have helped. Because you see the pack behind start to get organized. Here we go. It's going to be a 3-wide battle for the lead. the 2 of Dylan Young is the one with the drafting help behind from a Ford partner. I wouldn't say teammate, but partner in Trevor Collins. And here comes Alexander Rowe to follow. Tell you, Alexander Rowe running up front. He's in his best chance to get a win that he's had in a really long time. For that new Beaver Dawn Racing team, this could be huge if he could get to victory lane. Of course, you see the 14 leading. Of course, again, not a surprise that the 14 of Trevor Collins is leading. That team has been so successful in the history of this series. Of course, that car is responsible for 2 of the 5 championships, or 2 of the 6 championships that have been awarded. Luis Hernandez in Season 1, and the guy who's trying to take the lead right now from the 14, Alexander Rowe, is responsible for the 2nd championship in that 14. Again, the 29 up front is a surprise. How's about this too? The 65 of Giorgio Stumu up front. That team has not won a race since Patrick Smith won the championship a few years ago with that car. So talk about a really long time since their last chance, really, at a win. It goes that far back. Of course, they had Ahmad Mihailovic, I believe, in that car a few seasons ago. Then last season they had Xavier Rain. This season it's the veteran Giorgio Stumu driving that 65. So they've gone through 3 drivers since Patrick Smith. Here we go, lap traffic moment once again. It's Marin Tayami and the 25 of Dan Hummel. But again, can the 25 have a say in who wins this race? He's up to speed with the leaders. If he can go back and find his teammate, he can help that 65 get their first win. You see the 52 on the pit lane. I don't know if it's a mechanical issue. It wouldn't shock me being a Rick Ware racing car, but hey, sorry, I had to get that jab in there. We got 9 laps of racing to go. We've been surprisingly caution-free thus far. But it is 2 cars leading this race. It's Max Anderson, and right behind him is the number 2 of Dylan Young. Dylan Young, I just don't think he's got a car that's strong enough to lead this race compared to the 11. He's definitely got the better pushing car for that. And you can just tell, I mean, the 11 overpowered him the last time it was the 2 of them leading by that much. So he's pretty content, I think, just laying behind the 11, trying to get away from these guys, but it's just not going to work. Here comes the 88 of Parker Smith. And we got the 1 ahead again. This could be an issue, depending on where they catch him, and they're going to catch him right there. Look at them all check up. And this brings a whole pack together. Exactly what these leaders wanted to see. Well, the guys back there wanted to see, not necessarily the leader. Here comes Mohammed Zain Abdullah. I believe he is also a former Talladega winner. So keep an eye on that 12 here in the later stages. We got 6 laps of racing to go. Most of the contenders are up here battling, but Max Anderson has been the class of the field today. But up ahead, you've got the 51 and the 41. Now we got, pit stops. I guess we can't rule that out here, being that it is a longer race. 5 laps of racing to go. Keep in mind, if we're going to pit here, normally we don't have pit stops at these tracks, but of course, with the longer races, it's inevitable to happen. As you saw there, and we'll see. They're catching Nicholas Joweet, but again, I expect pit stops to happen here. How will this affect that? There goes the 88 down low. The 41's going to follow. So is a bunch of the others, and they're stacking up. This might be the battle for the lead right now. 4 laps of racing to go. Daniel Bouchard is the race leader. Again, you want to pit in a pack because it can help you on pit exit. I don't think it's as much about that undercut and overcut. It's about who you're working with. These, I believe, are the last guys that have yet to pit. And they should be on this time. Here they come. There goes the 25 and the 48. You know they're a lap down. There goes the 5. It looks like fuel only for most of these guys back here. But again, you want to merge with friends. There goes the 4. That is a lapped car. This, I believe, is the battle for the lead, and it is. Parker Smith will take the race lead away. Maximus King is back there, along with the 11. Somehow Max Anderson stays up in this battle. Despite mostly pitting alone, and you see there they ditched the 51. Going to be 2 laps of racing to go this time. Here goes Nate Rattray. Will his fellow Australian friend help him out? He might just help him out. No, he won't. He's going to stack him up. But now Nate Rattray with the inside. Michael Collins up there as well. It is essentially a 4-man race here to the finish. Through the lap traffic, it's going to be the white flag this time. 1 lap of racing to go. Presented by Mitchell's Memes. And now it's a 3-man race. Nate Rattray, I believe, is looking to go back-to-back, or at least for his second win of the early campaign. Boy, this would be something if he could get his second win early yet again. A similar start to last season. These guys aren't going to get formed behind him. I think he's got it. Through 3 and 4. Nate Rattray. He's going to get his second win of the season. Here today at Talladega. Congratulations to Nate Rattray. Nothing stopping him early on. He's the first 2-time winner this season. Boy, he earned that one. What a job by the 24. Pit stops definitely helped him out. As we want to thank you for watching, we're going to show you your results and your standings. And we'll be back next weekend when the Jello Cup Series takes on the Nashville Super Speedway. Until then, guys, goodbye, everyone.